After the Yama, Niyama and Asana, Maharshi Patanjali's Sadhana Pada of the Yoga Darshana, we shall try to understand Pranayama. Like asanas, Pranayama also there are combined sutras, which are very, very important sutras. That is from the 49 to 53. These 5 sutras are concerned with the pranayama. At the beginning itself, we should understand that there are no names of pranayama techniques mentioned by Patanjali. And also we should be clear that all the types and varieties and techniques of pranayamas which we regularly teach, learn, practice in various schools of pranayama, these are all almost all are drawn or connected with the non-Patanjali concepts, mostly with the Hatha Yoga schools. These points are to be clear before we try to understand these 5 sutras regarding pranayama. So the 49th sutra is the beginning of the series of 5. 49th sutra is Tasmin Sati Shwasa Prashwasayor Gati Vichchedah Pranayamaha. Tasmin Sati Shwasa Prashwasayor Gati Vichchedah Pranayamaha. Tasmin, in that, Sati, Tasmin Sati, in that posture, in that asana, Tasmin Sati. Gati is movement and it is the speed. Vichchedaha is break, cessation. Pranayamaha. Prana is the force of life, life force. Ayama is the elongation or process of expansion. So, Tasmin Sati Shwasa Prashwasayor Gati Vichchedah Pranayamaha. Shwasa is inhalation, Prashwasa is exhalation. So, Tasmin Sati signifies, symbolizes, reiterates in that asana. Tasmin Sati. Shwasa Prashwasa, inhalation and exhalation. Gati Vichchedaha, break in speed. Gati Vichchedaha, Pranayamaha, elongation, expansion of the pranic force. Now the sutra is very, very important, as the understanding of sutra with the correct meaning gives what exactly pranayama means. The foundation of pranayama, the cornerstones of pranayama, the real, perfect and correct understanding and the meaning of pranayama. Keeping this sutra's background, we should be able to judge all the techniques and methods of all the practices available and the various schools and various directions and dimensions of the pranayama techniques. So let us see the in-depth meaning of it. Tasmin sati, that is the in that, while being, means what? Tasmin is in that, sati is while being, that is in that asana, being in that asana, being in that posture. We have already seen what is asana. And the Pranayama Sutra begins by reiterating, emphasizing Tasmin Sati, means pranayama has to be practiced only in sitting posture. Let us be very clear in this. Pranayama has to be practiced only in the sitting posture. Right? So all the types of pranayamas which we may be practicing, we may be teaching by standing, by walking, by any other postures, is not strictly speaking as per the Yoga Darshana of the Maharshi Patanjali. Tasmin Sati emphasizes, reiterates, prefixes that pranayama has to be practiced, has to be done only in the sitting posture. Then other word, Shwasa is inhalation, Prashwasa is exhalation. There are a lot of grammatical interpretations about Shwasa and Prashwasa. But considering all interpretations and grammatical dimension of the various commentaries, it is to be concluded and taken it as Shwasa is inhalation, Prashwasa is exhalation. And Gati Vichchedaha, this is a very important word. In fact, this is the word which defines, lays foundation of the entire pranayama understanding. Gati is the movement. Movement. Vichcheda is the breaking, stopping. In fact, cessation. So, Gati Vichcheda of Shwasa, Gati Vichcheda of Prashwasa, and Gati Vichcheda of both Shwasa and Prashwasa. Gati Vichcheda after Shwasa, Gati Vichcheda after Prashwasa, and Gati Vichcheda during Shwasa Prashwasa. See the various dimensions. And this defines what is pranayama. And Gati is the movement. Movement means it has a speed. There cannot be a movement without a dimension of speed. Speed is inbuilt, implied in Gati. This is very important understanding. Otherwise, as it is propagated, as it is understood, as it is interpreted, that Gati Vichcheda means stopping the movement of inhalation. This is how it is interpreted. That's why and stopping the movement of exhalation. Gati Vicheda of inhalation. If Gati is taken as movement and Vicheda is taken as stopping, breaking, cessation. So breaking the movement of inhalation, stopping the movement of exhalation. So that is pranayama. This is how the interpretations have been taken. But we should be very clear, because the following sutras, considering them, Gati is not movement. The Gati is the implied or contented part of this movement. That is a speed. It implies a speed. Because Gati Vicheda means stopping, cessation, reducing the speed of inhalation, reducing the speed of exhalation. Why this interpretation should be taken? Because the word is prana ayama. It is. Ayama is elongating. Ayama is expanding. Ayama is stretching. So stretching, elongating, expanding. Shwasa, elongating, stretching, expanding. Prashwasa. So elongating, stretching, expanding, inhalation, what does it mean? It means reducing the speed of inhalation, reducing the speed of exhalation. And we should also remember that Maharshi Patanjali has not used the word Puraka or Rechaka, which are quite popular, well known. Normally in our regular practices, we use the word Puraka and Rechaka. Patanjali has not used that word. He used the word, as we saw in the sutra, Shwasa and Prashwasa. And Shwasa Prashwasa of the prana means it is the normal, regular, uninterrupted, natural flow of respiration. So the respiration has a natural flow, a normal speed, a regular movement. And that regular movement, the natural flow of the prana, inhalation and exhalation, it is altered, it is changed, it is regulated, because Gati Vicheda is there. So Gati Vicheda actually means, as a compound, combined word, introducing a change in the normal flow of inhalation and exhalation. Gati Vicheda is altering, changing, bringing a change in the speed of flow of prana while inhaling and exhaling. This settles many things. And as just we refer that, there is no Puraka or Rechaka mentioned by Maharshi Patanjali, because words in sutra are very important. And the word Kumbhaka also is not used, but people interpret. So Vicheda of Gati and not Vicheda of Shwasa, not Vicheda of Prashwasa. It should be very carefully understood. It is not cessation, stopping or breaking, which are the general meanings given for the word vicheda. But this vicheda is not for shwasa. Vicheda is not of prashwasa, but vicheda is for and of gati, the speed, the movement of inhalation, movement of exhalation, but not inhalation itself, not exhalation itself. This makes a vast difference and most critical difference and most important difference in understanding of pranayama. Because as we see, normally, generally, everywhere, Kumbhaka is taught and ascribing that Patanjali has prescribed, but Patanjali has not prescribed. So Gati Vicheda is to be taken as slowing down, prolonging the speed of inhalation and speed of exhalation. So it is an alteration, it's a modification of normal breathing. That is very important. And you also should know that prana is not just a breath, it's not just air. Prana is the basic force. And it is energy. Prashnopanishad beautifully summarizes what is prana. Pranasyedam vashe sarvam tridive yat pratishtitam mateva putranurакшасva shreshya prajñāscha videhinayiti. Prana is Pranasyedam vashe sarvam. There is no place, there is no corner, there is no atom, there is no molecule where prana is not there. It is there everywhere. Pranashedam vashe sarvam. It exists everywhere. Tridive yat pratishtitam. It is established. It is there. Pratishtitam in all the three worlds of Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti avasthas of all beings. Even if a stone is in the Sushupti avastha, prana is there. Metal's prana is there. Then what is the difference? The difference is in its expression, in its manifestation. In fact, in entire creation, the progress is defined as an expression of prana. Tridive yat pratishtitam mateva putranurакшасva shreshya prajñāscha videhinayiti. It's a prayer to the prana to protect, nourish and nurture as the mother and give brilliance, bright intelligence. And we should also remember, in the earlier chapter, Maharshi Patanjali has used the word prachardana vidharanam. And here, he has used the word shwasa and prashwasa, but not puraka and rechaka. But in generally, it has become very popular, normal, common understanding that Hatha Yoga techniques, the prescriptions of the breathing practices are ascribed to the Maharshi Patanjali. In fact, in Hatha Pradipika, pranayama word is not used. It was Kumbhaka was used. The 8 Kumbhakas which are there, they are used as Kumbhakas and not pranayama. Surya Bheda, Brahmari, Shitali, Sitkari, they are not termed as pranayama, they are termed as under Kumbhaka. So Maharshi Patanjali is very clear in this particular sutra, tasmin sati shwasa prashwasayor gati vichhedaha pranayamaha means slowing down, lengthening, expanding, elongating the process of inhalation and exhalation. Gati vichhedaha. Let us see the other sutras connected to the pranayama. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.